Sometimes it feels like I should know how to walk on water. Sometimes it feels like I should know how to move the mountains. The decisions keep on going, and the river just keep on flowing, and the wind keeps on blowing. And this beat, it stays in motion, and my lyrics keep on flowing, and this rhythm keeps on going. Yeah, ain't nobody else, ain't nobody else. Keep it to myself. You don't gotta tell, no, nobody else, nobody else about you and me. Yeah, you make me feel so free. Yeah, you make me feel like me. Yeah, you make me feel so free. Yeah. Yeah, you make me feel like me. So know how to do it without you. Don't know how you make me feel like. You make me feel like me. Yeah, you make me feel so free. Yeah. You make me feel like me. Make me feel so. Make me Try to let go. Don't know how to do it without you. So hard to do. Don't know how you make me feel like. In a dark, drawing cold blood, hide away. Am I scared of the thing I'm trying to find? Cause my heart took a U-turn, cause that light made my skin burn. Time after time, guess I need to say sorry. Betraying me poorly. I'm not gonna play the demons. Drawing cold blood, hide away. Am I scared of the thing I'm trying to find? Cross my heart, but took a U-turn. Kiss a light, made my skin burn. Time after time, guess I need to say sorry. Betraying me poorly. I'm not gonna stay in the bleeding. They say that I gotta bury my demons. Yeah, I'll see you. They say that I gotta bury my demons. Yeah, that's a funeral. I'm here. Are we all that willing to be this way? I'm afraid I don't know if we can share. And I see the light of medicine. Sweet when I feel like kicks in. You that you could you run alive. 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 You that
Okay, hello everybody, and welcome back to another Valhalla Campo live stream. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Thursday night. I hope by now all of you know what that means, but in case you don't, that means it is Valorant night, and we have a action-packed game getting ready, getting all set up for you guys tonight. We will be watching VHCH Smite versus the Thin Cougars. And this is a real test for Smite here. Obviously, playing against a high school team, and will be very interesting to see how they do. And this Smite roster is not the roster that you would expect it to be, as we are seeing some changes. And very quickly, let's go over those changes. We see, of course, the returning, the legend, 4-slot toaster, aka Atlee. We also see returning Penguin, aka Eric, and the final returning player, Will Mark, aka Will. But we see two new faces subbing in tonight because of some absences. So we see Sham, aka Lachlan, playing on Smite tonight. We've seen him play a few times here and there before, but maybe this is his shot to break in as a regular to this roster. And finally, we have Jammer7, aka Little Ben, also returning. We've seen him play numerous times, and maybe this is his shot to break in as a regular to this roster. So it will be very interesting to see how this game gets underway. Obviously, we are ready to go, and as soon as ours get extended in the game chat, we will have some Valorant gameplay for you guys. And they're going to start defenders first, and obviously once we get in there and everything, and then I will start to go over a little bit of that. But yeah, a lot of pressure on these two new / subbing players. I mean, again, Lachlan and Little Ben, this could be their chance. This could be their chance to really break in to the game here, break in to this roster of Smite, try to make themselves known as a regular, or at least the 6th man on the roster. So I expect to see some great things from these subs. Hopefully we see some great things from these subs, and hopefully the pressure doesn't eat them alive too much. And this is a team, these are players that we've seen week in and week out play the game, continue to improve. Atlee just hitting his new peak. Shout out Atlee. Shout out Lynn in the chat. What's going on, Lynn? But a very exciting match we have tonight. As I did just see the R's get extended from Atlee, so Atlee's gonna have to take a little bit of a different role with this game too. Obviously, we talked last week with Atlee about him and Evie both kind of stepping up into a little bit more of a leadership role with the absence of Evan, this being the first season without Evan. And now Evie's not here, so it's going to be really interesting to see who picks up that role here. I would anticipate it's going to be Atlee, but maybe we'll see some Eric leadership as well. This team is going to need some leadership, or maybe this is just where Coach Jacob's going to step in a lot more and try to dictate more of that leadership. I don't know. We will have to wait and see as the game gets started here. But just a second or two, I would anticipate maybe just waiting for someone to come back to the bathroom or something. Again, as ours has been extended, so very exciting match that we are about to have. Seconds away at this point. We just wait to see VR. And well, while we have a free minute here, I want to talk about, there's a lot of big things coming. Keep an eye out on the Twitch, as we're gonna have some new emotes popping up here and there. So give back to you guys. Way to get a little bit more engaged here. I want to build a little bit more of a community here on the old Twitch, and allow it to be a much closer knit family up here. So keep your eye out. Obviously, if you're a regular for the stream, or even if you're just popping in, if you like what you see, make sure to drop a follow, come back, as new emotes are on the way. New emotes in general are on the way, and we're gonna really incorporate some new stuff here on the stream in general. So I'm very excited. Hope you guys are kind of excited for that. I know you guys know that I'm one of the main guy that kind of does all the stuff besides from my producer, which of course is still the lovely Tyler. But very, very excited to see what is in to come for the future. And we are ready. Just got the thumbs up here from Coach and just sent the thumbs up as you guys saw. So, ladies and gentlemen, Valorant Winter Season Pearl Smite versus the Cougars. Let's get into it. As we see this roster here hover pretty early, and we see some locks come out pretty early. And Lynn couldn't have said it any better myself. Atlee does, in fact, need to lock in. He is going to be the rock for this team, and he needs to prove that his rank isn't just luck, isn't just a coincidence, that he is deserving of playing at that skill level. And we see here, Atlee, we're going to start with Atlee actually locking already the Reyna. We see Lachlan locking the KO. We see Little Ben locking the Jet. Finally, we see Will and Eric hovering. No, we see Will locking Vise. And we see Eric locking Viper. Smite fully locked, ready to go. Now, the Sen Cougars haven't locked anybody yet. Maybe still brewing up some strategy. Still deciding on what they want to do.
Choose your agent.
And it looks like here we are going to get locks in at the last second. And let's take a little peek at what the Cougars are playing. As we see a Chamber, the Fade, the Jet, the Omen, and the Waylay. So, oh man, some names here very similar. Gonna stump me a little bit, but gonna do our best to not get stumped up on that. It's gonna have to keep an eye out, but and Smite gonna start defense first here, and we're gonna start on Atlee carrying the new Bandit pistol. This thing, an accuracy demon. Let's see if Atlee can handle. And Coach Jacob already in their ears, already giving some of his advice before the game even starts. That's what you like to see from your coach. And it looks like here maybe we have a push onto A site, as we do see the Viper wall from Eric. And Little Ben, the first one to find contact and can't secure the kill. Smite already down a man. And Atlee falls quick as well. And Spike has been planted. And now Smite gonna have to play some retake here. Really good angle there from Lachlan, but blinds himself in the process. But gets the kill anyway. Gets two. On the 3K, can he find the 4K? No, Eric is going to be the one to secure it, but a huge retake there from Smite as they start the game off hot, leading 1-0.
That should humble them.
As much as it looked like maybe a little bit of a struggle start for some of our players, huge shout out to Lachlan, really putting the team on his back, picking up the 3K. And those are exactly the kind of impacts that both him and Little Ben need to be making to try to cement themselves as regulars on this Smite roster. Lachlan currently Gonna peek Link with the sheriff here. Doesn't see anybody, but potentially already have some stuff going down main on A site here, and a full team rush as Eric is gonna be the first to fall. Little Ben just able to get out. Needs to play smart here and can't pick up a kill, and Allie's gonna fall as well. Huge shots there from Will. Lachlan falls, and Will would have a lot to do and can't do it as he gets jump scared by the chamber. And the Cougars tie the game back up.
Charges left.
Looks like we're gonna see the 4 stack on B, making a prediction here that they're gonna play B. Although Eric sitting Link here, we do see some util get used. Look like Eric not in a crazy position where he needs to be super vulnerable and give himself up. He can just wait for his team to rotate, and it looks like Will is going to be the person to lead the charge here. As we're going to see some Vice util, and he is going to fall instantaneously as we switch to Atlee here. Lachlan goes down as well. Atlee goes down as well. And obviously, Smite here saving for next round. Any kill would be beneficial at this point, as Will is going to fall. And Eric falls. And a flawless victory from the Cougars as they take the advantage.
Sorry, only brought enough for me.
And yet again, we're seeing a more favored stack towards this B site, trying to predict when they're going to switch it up, but they've gone it 3 rounds so far, and it's worked for 2 out of the 3. And Lachlan looks like he falls from B Link. As Will's going to swing mid here. Does see some fade util. Tries to get out of dodge. Although what good shots there from Will. What a flick to find the chamber. Unfortunately falls to the fade. A little Ben able to pick up a kill in response here. 3v3. And Little Ben and Atlee, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if it was a miscommunication or what, but got lined up and got knocked down in a matter of milliseconds as the Cougars take the round. And it looks like maybe we're going to see a little bit more of an aggressive play on A site here. But we're seeing the fade ult from B. No, I don't think that was the ult. And Atlee's going to fall through the wall. And Eric can't find the head dink. Does pick up the kill eventually, but gets traded off. And Spike does get planted. And Lachlan can't find any shots. Will can't find any shots. And Little Ben can't find any shots either. As Smite fall, and the Cougars grow their advantage to 1-4. And see, we got an OG, another OG in the chat. Evan, what is going on, brother? How are you? Evan and Lynn both in the chat, man. What a night this is. for the Valorant team here. All of the former players coming out to support. And it looks like here we see some action going down on A site. Good kills there from Will. He finds 2 that gets traded off of. Oh, Lachlan saw one. Alley's gonna fall though.
Spike planted.
Here.
And Eric falls as well. Doesn't even get a kill with the sniper. And Little Ben shot in the off angle. As the Cougars have complete control of this game. And Smite need to do something here to change that. And really, we talked about it a little bit in the early game, looking at the scoreboard, but the person that has to step up has to be Alley. There is no longer an option. Unfortunately, with the absences, with people missing, it has to be Alley. No Colin, no Evie tonight. He's got to be the player to put the team on his back, to make a difference. Lachlan goes down to 5 health. Luckily, he has the regen shield, so it'll buy him a little bit of time here, but even though we saw that first contact, we don't really know where anyone is. Never mind. Looks like someone, the fade to be precise, maybe lurking mid, maybe rotating to A as Little Ben's here by himself. Tries to get out, sees the waylay, and gets stunned. Can't pick enemy kills. Alley is able to pick up 1 though with the classic. And has the Bucky here. Now the Bucky, a little bit of an interesting choice here as he sees the fade and is able to pick up the kill. Gets the heal off, switches to the Vandal, but gets shot in the off angle. And now Eric with the operator. Why does he have it? I don't know. But can he find a kill with it? No. Looks like they're just going to try and save the op. Give the Cougars the round. And hope that they can make an impact next round.
Race it to the spike.
Now Smite need to do something quick here, as they can't afford to give up that many more rounds. And we do see 4 ult here from Smite. Little Ben being very aggressive with that Vandal, tries to get behind the box and does, but doesn't see anybody A site. And we do see the fade ult come from B. As Alley's able to pick up 1,
Spike down B.
but dies from the off angle. Eric falls as well.
Spike
Little
planted.
Ben and Lachlan both fall at the same time from the waylay. And Will would have quite a bit of work to do here. And can't find the kill on the waylay. As she picks up the 3-piece for the round. And makes it 1-7. And Smite need to figure it out now. You talk about the impact that some of the players can have on this team, and you are really seeing it. Obviously now, we've seen the impact of not having players like the two players in the chat, Evan and Lynn, for a little bit, but man, missing out on both Colin and Evie tonight is really impacting this team. As we're seeing a bunch of kills go off. Eric trying to sit in his ult here. Swings out and is able to find one. That's a huge kill here for them.
Planted.
As they're able to tie it up. Spike is down. Lachlan falls, unfortunately.
Player standing.
And there goes Eric. And now, yet again, Will has a lot to do. And the op shot in the foot is going to be the way that Will is going to end his life for the round. And the Cougars in complete control. Domination is what we are seeing at this point.
My ultimate isn't ready.
Gotta grind, chat. Indeed, I agree with that one.
Let's go.
Grind never stops, Lynn. Grind never stops. Ooh, what a shot there from the op as Eric gets eliminated. Smite already with a disadvantage this round. And B site completely free. It looks like Atlee with the Empress is going to be the first person to get there.
Your fault.
Good kills there from Little Ben to tie it up. Although,
Planted.
too quick back in response from the Cougars. Huge kills here from Atlee. Maybe it's time. Maybe he sensed the pressure.
Enemy remaining.
One more. No. Unlucky there from Atlee. As he does his best to put the team on his back, but can't secure the round. And you have to start to wonder how much more do Smite have in them as they need to take a timeout. And Coach Jacob here giving some in-game wisdom, but man, at this point, you really start to wonder, is momentum so much in the favor of the Cougars that it's too little too late for Smite? Obviously, a Valorant is a momentum game, and obviously, this is a game where anything can happen at pretty much any time, but you gotta look at the stats here. And statistically, we are seeing a domination. So let's see what they can cook up in this timeout, and if it is enough. They need to win this round to try and get any momentum back before they swap sides here. True, Lynn, don't fail any classes. Class grind always comes before game grind. That is truth. And we see quite a lot on the A site here. As Eric is the first to fall in mid. Now they have to be careful of Link here. As Will's going to work his way through mid. Does find one. Atlee finds one as well. Although Lachlan falls in response.
Here.
Spike planted.
Although huge kills there from Will,
Last player standing.
but the Waylay and the Jet combine to shut down Atlee and Little Ben. And now Will's got a lot to do here. Only has 4 bullets left in his gun. I don't think he realizes it. Shoots 2 and has to reload. What good team play there
Round before the
from Jet and Waylay as they take the advantage and put a lot of pressure on Smite before the swap. And Smite need to do anything at this point to try and slow down this Cougars team, as we do see the Jet ult, and it is going to pick up Little Ben, the opposing Jet, and shut down. Although Atlee is able to pick up the trade there, but can't find the chamber. Will falls as well, and now it's just Lachlan and Eric. Trying their best to play together here.
standing.
As Lachlan's able to find one, but can't find the other two as they combine
Switching
and
sides.
make it 1-11 in the first round after the swap.
That's all we need.
And now Smite on attack here would have to make the comeback of the century, of the generation. W, Lynn. W. That's what we like to hear. We like to hear that you're locked in. Being locked into your classes is important. Actually, did your semester just start back up? It probably did, right? Waylay super aggressive, and nobody makes the Cougars pay for this aggressiveness as they pick off so many. And even though a couple of trades come through, they still have the advantage number-wise already early in this round. Although Lachlan does find the 3K, and Lachlan be the one to step up to try and put the team on his back. Lachlan needs to pull his gun out. Maybe trying to fake the rotate here. They need to play together. And it looks like Sight is free. And Spike is gonna go down. Although Lachlan's gonna fall. Eric picks up one though. But can't pick up the second, as the chamber is gonna get the defuse, and now the Cougars go on to match point.
Match point.
And it looks like this time Smite trying to be the aggressive team here. as they are already on the site, and Spike has been planted. Okay, Lynn, you're good. You're chilling. Second week of classes, that's easy. That's easy money. You got this. I got faith. As we see Atlee step up here, though.
Remaining.
Wall trip. Thorns activated.
And finally, some good team play from Smite as they take a round off of the Cougars and maybe start to climb the mountain.
Idiots, the spike now.
Need a drop.
They definitely pushed me here. Nobody can afford that.
You know, it looks like Smite gonna try and go B, but taking a little bit of time here.
One screen.
Here.
Do we want to commit this? I mean, I'll flash, yeah.
And Lachlan is the first to fall. And Eric and Will. And Atlee tries his best to survive. And he is still alive. He would have a lot to do. And gets knifed. To end the game. As the Cougars end the domination of Smite. And wow, what a game that we saw there. Just wow, I'm kind of out of words because it's been a long time since we've seen Smite get absolutely handled like that, and man, that was ooh, yeah, I'm lost for words. Very interested to see what some of these players have to say as we get them up here for interviews. So let's see what we can do as they start to come up. And it looks like Atlee is going to be the first player up here. Atlee, welcome to the booth, and how are you feeling after that game?
I thought it was fun.
I mean, that's a way to put a positive spin on it.
I had a good time.
I mean, that's important. That is important. You know, unfortunately though, it's not what the stats show.
Yeah.
The stats show a little bit of a different game. So,
Yeah.
you know, I really want to talk. It's been a while since you guys have gotten handled like that. So, as great as it is that you're able to put a positive spin on it, can you talk to me a little bit about the reality of a loss like that?
I mean, it never feels great, but I think that actually might benefit us because I think we can definitely learn from a game like that where we are faced against better players like that, and there's more to work on and stuff. But good learning experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to ask you specifically about, because last week we talked about the role of leadership and you and Evie kind of both taking that role. But Evie not here this week. Also, I know kind of a silent leader, but Colin also not here. So a lot of the weight falling onto your shoulders. Can you talk to me a little bit about how that kind of changed your perspective going into tonight and what you did to really decide if you were going to step up or not?
I mean, always trying to keep the team morale up, and I mean, with nobody else being here, I mean, somebody has to do that, but I mean, it's always hard when you get crushed like that, but yeah, just trying to keep morale up and having fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And Allie, now, for the most part, I would say this is a one-off fluke for you guys, especially with the way that the team and you specifically have been playing the game. Can you talk to me a little bit about what a loss like this kind of does for your motivation when it comes to playing Valorant?
I mean, it definitely doesn't help, but I think we can definitely bounce back next week, learn from our loss here, and come back stronger.
Absolutely. Well, Allie, typically I end these conversations by saying congratulations, but I can't congratulate you on that because that was tough. So unlucky. Hopefully you guys will come back, bounce back next week, and rally, because this is the Smite that I saw tonight is not the Smite that I'm used to seeing. So
Yeah.
you guys got to lock in, and I have a feeling you'll bounce back.
Yep.
All right, thank you so much.
Yep. Thank you.
Real quick, just to answer your question, Evan, it is frowned upon. I mean, it's technically not allowed, but it's frowned upon. So now I'm gonna have my second interview. Little Lock, Lachlan stepping into the booth. How are you feeling after that domination of a game?
I'm feeling good. I mean, it was like a cool experience, but
Yeah, and then, you know, you are now the second player trying to put a positive spin on this.
yeah.
You know, we heard Allie try to put a positive spin on it. Now you, but it's a little different for you because you are trying to make your name as a regular in the Smite roster. So, what does not only a game like this, but a game like this playing against a team like this mean to you as a player, as someone that again is trying to break in as a starter?
Just trying to show off what I could do. You saw those ghost rounds.
I did. Hey man, you almost had that 4K, and that would have been nutty.
He fucked me, bro.
He
just
did,
went.
he did,
He
I
was
know.
looking at mid, and you went ding. I'm like, oh, okay, man. Whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and Lachlan, you know, having the opportunity to step in, you know, in a game like this, and whether knowing ranks or not, whether knowing that the game was going to end like this or not, what was the pressure on your shoulders as you stepped into the Smite team tonight and kind of knew to some degree that this was a chance to show off to Coach Jacob that, again, you deserve to be a regular?
Just showed off what I could do. Like, I could play multiple characters, try to do my best in flashing. Yeah, just trying to show off that I could fill
Mm-hmm.
and for
Absolutely.
this team and get decently consistent
Mhm.
goals. So
Yeah, and I gotta say that one flash where you flashed yourself was so funny.
I know. I
Oh,
was like,
dude,
oh.
we watched it live. It was so funny.
Actually, like, I right clicked. I'm like, oh, this is my
Didn't
moment.
mean
I
to do
can
that.
play.
Well, Lachlan, typically I end with congratulations. I almost said congratulations, but
Congratulations.
not a
No, you
good.
can say that. I
No,
was on
no.
Smite team, bro.
Yeah, congratulations that you were on Smite.
Yeah,
Obviously not the result that you guys were hoping for, but
that's right.
at this point, I want to ask one more before I truly wrap it up here. What are you going to do in your off time, in the free time, weeks in and weeks out, especially with this winter season, to try and make yourself a regular?
I'm gonna hit plat.
He-
You heard it here.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. This man is going to hit plat. I'm going to hold you accountable to that
I'm
goal.
locking.
I'm
I'ma
going to
hit
hold
goal
you
two.
accountable.
I'ma
By
hit goal
by the spring season. By
Spring?
the
That's
spring
winter time.
season. That's
Well-
that's like a month.
I don't even
Maybe
know my
a month
rank
and a half.
now.
This guy isn't even ranked, and he.
No, yeah, I'm not ranked yet. I haven't even like played all my
Ooh.
games.
Ooh.
I've been busy. I've been doing some
This
stuff.
guy has been busy.
I went snowboarding yesterday. I've been busy.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Snowboarding over playing the game. That's great.
Okay, okay.
Wouldn't be me. No, just,
That would be.
just kidding. Well, Lachlan, thank you so much for your time up here. I know you guys will bounce back, and hopefully we get to see you up here more in the future for Valorant.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Don't know if I'm gonna get anybody else. Maybe Lachlan can get me Coach Jacob. That would be great to kind of end the night here, as it looks like he is on his way up. The returning Coach Jacob makes his way into the booth. Ooh, A little bit of a tough result there. Can
Little-
you talk to me about what's going on in the brain right now?
Yeah, a little bit of a different result than last week. Almost the complete opposite.
Yeah.
This week going into it already, we had 2 players call out, so it's already we got the sub squad in.
Yep.
Super proud of them actually. Both. We got their in-game names.
Lachlan and Little Ben.
Lachlan and Little Ben.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if we were allowed to say their
I
names.
say their real names all the time.
But super proud of them for coming in and adapting on the fly. I think they did a super good job. But yeah, already 2 people down is part of it. Also, I came in knowing that, and I looked at it, and he's like, "Come here, I'll show you the ranks." And it's like all immortals, so a little bit of a skill division there.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily like to base stuff off of ranks.
Absolutely.
because I think
I am the same way.
yes,
You can always upset.
yes,
And as soon as you get in that mindset of we are worse, then it makes you play worse.
Yep. So I think that's kind of partially what we went through tonight, is the whole mindset.
Yep.
But definitely starting off strong with our first pitch round, winning that. I was so hopeful.
Absolutely.
Things just fell apart a little bit after that, but there was moments of glory for most of them. I was really proud of.
And talking about mindset, I want to talk specifically about the mindset of Ali. Now, Ali looked at as one of, if not the primary leader for this team, especially tonight with the absence of Evie, and him feeling some of that pressure, but doing his best. What did you see from Ali tonight that really kind of cemented him either in that role or someone that, maybe you're going to have to experiment with a little bit more?
Yeah. I mean, Ali is one of the players on the team that has been here for a very long time. He's one of those kind of staple people. Evan was the other one, Evan and Evie.
Yep.
Evie obviously not here today. Evan left recently, but I think Ali being that senior, that veteran role, people look up to him, especially he just hit Ascendant. Yay, Ali.
Yep.
Ascendant.
Congratulations, Ali.
So he's very proud of that, and I think that has further cemented his role as kind of the leader of the team. Even though he's on Duelist and he's not necessarily calling plays or calling the shots or anything like that, he's that unifying voice, that anchor that everybody can kind of look to.
Absolutely. And finally, I want to talk to you a little bit about Lachlan and Little Ben here. Obviously, the 2 subs tonight, but have tried for a long time, weeks in, weeks out, to try to cement themselves as regulars on the Smite roster. Now, obviously, I know we're in the middle of the season, so nothing can change too much yet, but did you see anything tonight that kind of piques your interest, intrigues you about, how those players are maturing and growing in the game?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, looking at Little Ben, the first time I played with him, super good kid, just very swingy in terms of like, is he gonna frag out? Is he not gonna do so well? And he's very swingy with that. So, but this game he kind of relied off of Atlee a little bit. He was able to play off of other people, and I think he was able to kind of be more stable. And I really thought that was a huge growth thing for him. Coming from Lachlan's point of view, he stepped into a role he was not necessarily comfortable with on the KO, and we were trying to kind of equalize the playing field a little bit against a team with that higher rank. We want to take away the util, so I stuck him on KO. And I think he learned a ton in terms of communicating with his team. He was team flashing a lot, so by the end of the game, he was saying, "Hey, I'm flashing here, I'm flashing now, watch out for it." And things are flowing much better with him in terms of communication and working with the rest of the teams.
Absolutely. Well, Jacob, I feel like every time you're up here, I say congratulations, but I can't say that because
we got 2 rounds.
That is true. That is
I'm
true.
proud of
All
it.
right. I mean, hey, that's what matters. That's important. And 2 of your players put a positive spin on the game tonight, so I would say be proud of that too. Yeah.
Amazing.
So
proud of the boys.
I know you guys will bounce back. I expect that this was just a fluke and some rank difference. So I'm excited to see what you have in store. I'm excited to see what Smite has in store, and looking forward to next week.
Yes, sir. Watch us next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us here at VHEL in Camp Hill. Huge shout out to everybody here. Huge shout out to Lachlan, Atlee, and Coach Jacob, really coming up here, putting a spin on a game that is always tough. And huge shout out to everybody in chat. Lynn, don't you worry. I will absolutely tell Ben your message. I will actually make sure that he specifically reads it, so that way he knows. Actually, I think Lachlan's going to tell him right now. So, yes, as you heard, tune in next week. Well, of course, on Thursday, we'll be live with Valorant. Or Monday, we'll be live with some Fortnite, casted by yours truly, as always. Keep an eye out for the new emotes coming soon, hopefully in a couple weeks. I'm very excited about those. Hope you guys are excited about those too. And just want to say a big thank you to everybody here and all of the parents and all of the support that we get from you guys. So, closing it out here, from myself, Coach Christian, and all of the coaches here at VHEL on Camp Hill, thank you guys so much, and good night, everybody.